What's good, y'all? Yo, hey, man, there's something got to be in the air, bro. My internet just went out for a hot second, and then my mic almost fell. So I have my mic clipped onto my desk, and I swear that shit almost flew off. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but how y'all doing today? What's good? What's good, broski? What's good, Tulip? What's good, Tulip Plays? All W team just got announced. Okay, bet. We're going to take a look at that. Bet. What's good, y'all? What's good? How's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing? It's a Friday. It's a Friday. How we doing on a Friday, man? What's everybody up to? What's everybody up to, man? Hey, I was doing some. Let me intro the show and then I'll start yapping. So welcome to another episode of the Jayson Estrera podcast, where we talk about basketball as accurate as possible. Now, I don't like admitting this, and I don't like saying this, because I feel like it really starts to make me feel old. But I was doing some old head activities, bro. I was watching I was watching the 04 Lakers, bro. And to be fair, it was because I saw a clip, which then turned into a whole nother thought, and it just snowballed into me watching the 2004 NBA Finals between the Lakers and the Pistons. So we'll talk all about that later. I think I'm just really excited for the season to start. These voters really love AB. She got into all defense over Angel, Jackie, and the W second team over Stewie. Sheesh. Here, let's see. Is this oh, here it is. Where's the second team? How do we like how are we liking the Kelsey Mitchell all NBA, all WNBA first team? She was killing this year. I feel like anytime I tuned in or seen it, she was killing. Yo, I feel like I'm getting duped into like this weather because I love this coat. And obviously I'm home. But it's fucking hot right now. Excuse me. Political pick for which one? I love this coat, bro. This is a true vintage right here. First team is valid for sure. Yeah, Kelsey was killing this year, bro. She was killing. All right, you know what? We'll start right here, and then I think that's gonna be a perfect segue into the game. How many games did Stewie miss this year? Wasn't she out for a little bit this year? What am I doing? That Yankees hat not do. What else am I supposed to wear? You about to buy me new hats, Bruce? I gotta rock what I got. I gotta rock what I got. I feel like it was, I don't know, maybe I'm just missing it, but I feel like it was a little too long. You haven't cooked me, Bruce. So that kind of felt that everything is normal now. Everything is normal. She played 31, missed 13. How many games did the AB play? Let's see. Here, let's take a look at this together, y'all. 2025 all WNBA first team. Nafisa Collier, obviously. Aja Wilson, obviously. Alyssa Thompson, Alicia Gray, and Kelsey Mitchell. Yeah, I mean, I don't really got any complaints about this first team. Jackie Young, all WNBA second team. Sab, AB, Paige Beckers, all 44. I mean, all right. I'm just thinking like a voter's perspective, right? They being the Fever overperformed this year. And maybe a part of that just simply comes from um maybe where the numbers don't necessarily show it, and maybe just when it comes to, let's call it what it is, like the name value, maybe they're just really rating highly what Aaliyah Boston did. And also, I feel like based on what we heard, Kamish say about Caitlin Clark, I don't really think they fuck with her like that. So maybe this is their way of saying like, hey, yo, they don't need you, Caitlin. Like, they bigger than you. But I think, but I mean, you don't think it's what would the word be? You don't think that's completely what's it called? Like out of, you don't think that's completely what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out, y'all. I can't think today. You think there's a valid argument at least in that? Players. Where's Stewie? Where's Stewie at? Unwarranted is. No, she did. Yeah, she had a good season. I guess the question is whether or not she had a better season than other players. I'm assuming, like when it comes to like the Angel Reese, at least in DPOY, that's probably because they just won a lot more. I'm assuming that's where that comes from, right? So, are all defensive team? I'm sorry. So I would assume that the reason she's on there is because they overperformed and their team was just winning. And plus the addition of not having Caitlin Clark when everyone expected them to not make it into the playoffs. That's probably where all of this comes from. I think that's the reason. Like, Kelsey Mitchell had a great year, but that's also probably a huge part as to why she's in there, right? Despite all the expectation, but that is very possible. Hamby had a great season. If LA beat Val, they would have made the playoffs, and she would have the second team. Underrated here. Let's take a look. Bro, why do we? I think we're gonna have to go. What the fuck just happened? All right, let's take a look. Stewie's numbers this year. 18.3. Let's see. 6.5, 3.5 assists, 1.4 steals a game on 46.1 shooting from the field, 24.1 from three. Let's see. Derek Hamby, 18.4, 7.9 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 1.6 steals on 57.2 from the field, 27.8 from three. And let's do there you go. Let's do AB. 15, 8.3, 3.7, 1.2 on 53.8% shooting from the field. Yeah, like where this guy come from, bro? Yo, what's up, Elijah? What's up? Every time Elijah come in here, I know something's up. What's up, bro? What's happening? Every time he come in hot like that, there's something going on. What's good, Elijah? Here, I'll read it for you. Oh, y'all thought y'all could get the live pop in without me? No, we didn't think that, actually. But this is really, all of this is very close. I subscribed. I'm fucking dead. Oh, that's funny. But all of these are really close. What was let's see, what was the here? This is perfect. Yeah. Yeah, no one thought that, Elijah. Especially the way you came in, nobody thought that. Let's see. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm assuming it literally just Game Town. Boston Devo. You see. Yo, it's a Friday for sure, bro. Elijah on Friday vibes. 24 and 20. Yeah, I'm assuming that literally just they really factored in their record. And honestly, you know, it's funny, Tulip plays. If let's say the Liberty were 4th instead of 5th and had a whole spot in between them and the Fever, Stewie probably gets it, right? Stewie probably gets it type shit. But great season by all these women, man. Great season by all of these women. I do think that these things always happen, right? There's always, I feel like whenever we get these teams, whether it's like all-star teams, all NBAs, all defensive, any of these types of teams, there's always at least one player that is questionable, right? And, you know, Aaliyah Elbows knows how to use that frame. Hey, you gotta know, you got to. I'm on second decision vibes. I thought you wasn't fucking with it. Oh my God, bro. See, LeBron got to him. LeBron got to you, huh? He sent you a DM, Elijah. Hey, he said, come back on. Hey, there's still room on the bus, bro. He got you. All it took was one day. You couldn't even stand 10 toes for one day, Elijah. Shit. We lost him, boys. We lost him. We lost him, boys. Oh, shit, but hey, you know what is really great though, to have this off the back. Not hate that decision. I'm glad. I will say, I do think that it's great that we have this right off the back of a great game Wednesday night. I don't blame her because the refs let her get away with the elbows grabbing and illegal screens. Onus is on the refs. Now, I mean, that's how it usually is too, though, right? Like, listen, Anthony Edwards, you like him, you hate him, you think he's good, you think he's not good. That man was on the little football thing he was doing at the beginning of last season, talking about you ain't trying if you ain't cheating. So But Bron did say, really, I'd instantly straighten up. Like, see, yeah, like, bro, see. Oh, some bullshit, bro. I swear. What y'all think of that game on Wednesday night, man? That was that ending of that game was absolutely insane, y'all. Absolutely insane. Tulip, my guy, I never knew how to spell that. Google is free, bro. Google is free, my brother. Let me find this spot. He didn't know how to spell onus. He had no idea how to spell onus. Let me try to find this spot right here. Bro, AJ Wilson is so cold. AJ Wilson is nice, but it's AJ's onus to get the buzzer beater bucket. See, like, I don't even think you just used that properly. Yo, somebody get they mans. Yo, you are turned on a Friday. You sound like you just had a stressful ass exam and there's a bar right next to you. Because I had those before. The onus was on AJ. I just don't think the way he used it. It's AJ's onus. Just does not sound right. That sounds like something I shouldn't be saying. It's AJ's onus. That don't sound crazy. That don't sound crazy. I probably should stop repeating it too. I think Mercury done. I mean Bruce. I mean Bruce. Like, I put the onus on myself. I was saying it was my onus to spell right with autocorrect. Okay, I got you. There you go. Someone get this man a dictionary. Dead ass. With Sabali out, it's gonna be hard, but you never know. And you know, I don't want to dwell too much on this because I hope she's okay. She, like, what the fuck was that, bro? She got hit hard. I'm not gonna lie, you dead ass just described exactly what happened. What wasn't a test though? See, bro, at my college there was a bar right at the corner. Like, they knew what they was doing. Plenty of kids went there after. So let's take a look at this.
Those 5 fouls. Sabali can't finish, and a loose ball foul.
Ah, my God.
The Aces as Sabali crumples to the hardwood.
Maybe a tough segment for the lives. Word of the day. You want to do word of the days?
Sabali gets undercut a little bit.
You want me to start pulling out the Stephen A. dictionary? Prayers up. No, for sure. For sure. That's what I was exactly thinking. I hope that there's no neck injury. Bro, like, I don't even want to... She couldn't get up. Like, when she tried to get up, like, she had to sit back down. It was a wild thing to see. It was a wild thing to see. And maybe what's even wilder was what proceeded to happen right after that.
Over to Copper, drives baseline and lays it in.
Talia Copper decided to just do it all by herself.
Game 4,
Edward, give me that.
Friday 8 Eastern as Copper comes up with a steal.
Give me that.
Copper lays it in.
Give me that.
Plus the foul.
Hey, give me that. Shit.
Copper.
And she wasn't done, y'all. She was not done.
Copper.
Bro, do you know how you have to be on fire? Bro, this shot, like, talk about zero hesitation. Zero. Jewel Lloyd was stepping up. There was no way on God's green earth she was passing that. Like, there was absolutely no way she was passing this basketball. What a shot.
Cowper! You bet!
No hezzy is crazy, bro. She goes on an unbelievable run by herself and damn near brings this game. They almost did it, y'all. Like they really almost did it, man. They really actually, you know what? I feel like we should just try to play this out. Let's see. Hopefully they don't fucking strike my shit.
Sabali in the locker room. In concussion protocol. Bonner connects. It's tied.
This was crazy, bro.
Bonner with 23.
This was absurd.
Gray on the drive, lays it in, plus the
She was finishing at the rim, bro.
Tied at 88.
And I wanted to it's important to note, you know, if anybody missed any part of the game or whatnot. Jackie Young, I believe, right, had a drive on the left side. She had a drive on the left side before this. And missed the shot, but Becky Hammond had called the timeout. I'm sure if Asia doesn't hit the shot, a lot of people would have brought up her calling the timeout, but it ended up working out, right? It ended up working out. Sometimes that's what it comes to when you're a coach, right? Sometimes things just work out, right? One way or the other. And
Gray gets it in. Wilson on the drive. The fade. You bet.
Hey, man. Hey, this is how silly I am. This is a safe space. This is a safe space, right? This is a safe space, right? This is a safe space because the first thought that ran through my mind after she hit that shot is, goddamn, even if y'all married, y'all can't stop her. Yo, AJ, you a savage. Yo, there is no way. You've been frying Alyssa Thomas for like the last 3 games. You've been frying in the sense that she just can't do nothing with you. Just shooting over the top of, she been shooting over the top of Alyssa Thomas the whole time. The whole time. And obviously, right? Obviously, you know, being a good wife, being a good partner, right? Like, DeWanna Bonner's like, I got you, babe. DeWanna Bonner, Alyssa Thomas been getting cooked. She's shooting right over, Aja shooting over the top of her. Like, she ain't even there. She don't even see her. I don't think Aja Wilson has seen Alyssa Thomas this whole playoffs. She don't see her. If she miss, it has nothing to do with Alyssa Thomas. And so DeWanna Bonner, being the great wife, the great supportive wife that she is, says, babe, I got you. I'm taller. I could contest this. I got you. I got you, babe. I got you. And for Aja Wilson to say, yeah, fuck all that. I'm shooting over the both of y'all. Hey,
on the drive.
Hey, I'm calling couples therapy.
The fade. You bet.
Yo, like, that's wrong. Something about that feels wrong. Something about that just feels wrong, bro. You can't even say, like, oh, she got a wife. Her wife was right there. Like, oh my God. They both sleeping on the couch is crazy. Yeah, love. No. Love can't do shit. Love can't do shit. Hey, you think they were fighting after that? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Wait, I'm not gonna lie. If I was Alyssa Thomas, we fighting. We fighting. I told you I could have defended her. Now we both looking stupid. Oh my God. I wonder what they fights be about. You just step up on the pick and roll. Yo, there's no way she made it on a married couple like that. Something about all that just feels so wrong. That is fucked up, Aja. And then and by the way, she been yapping at them for the last 3 games too. She yelling at she yelling at anybody. Every time she hits a shot, she looking for somebody to yell at, bro. Like, come on. Every time Alyssa Thomas get a foul, she doing it these. She doing it these every time. Fuck all that shit, man. She's tight. Like, wow. Wow. Yeah, something about that just feels so wrong, bro. And then you see, and then like, yo, ESPN is fucked up because they kept panning to Dewana Bonner on the bench. She is going through it. She was going through it. And ESPN just stayed right there. Oh my God, man. Yeah, that might, you know what? That's GOAT shit. We ain't never seen that. But like, listen. If there's something I have learned in the WNBA, love does not win. Right? If Maya Moore did not choose love, she would be the GOAT. Like she would be the super GOAT. And clearly, last night, or Wednesday night, I should say, love also lost. So, if you are in the WNBA, if I have any advice, do not choose love. You will lose if you choose love in the WNBA. We've seen it before. Maya Moore would have 30 finals. Maya Moore would have 30 fucking championships, bro, if she didn't choose love. You know, love is just not the way for the WNBA. I'm sorry. It is just, we ain't seen that before. I don't think we will ever see that before. We're for sure not seeing it on the men's side. Yo, we are for sure not seeing it on the men's side. Actually, I seen something. I seen something the other day. Actually, I'm in a silly mood, y'all. Wait, I take that back. Hold on, holy shit. Actually, we might see it in the NBA. Don't you know, don't get too excited now. Hey,
Sellers that has started to make a name for himself.
Wait, watch this.
Giddy gets some organized.
Hey, man.
Terry taking a look down to 2. 1 on the clock.
Hey, man, why he shoot it like that? Hey, why he shoot it like that, bro? Yo, why did Josh Giddey shoot the ball like that?
Giddy gets some organized. Terry taking a look down to 2. 1 on the clock.
Nah, bro.
Goodness.
And yo, why did he shoot it like that? Bro, you gotta shoot it cooler than that. I don't give a fuck if you made it. I don't give a fuck if you made it. No. You can't be shooting the basketball like that, bro. I'm so sorry. You just can't be shooting the ball like that. That's crazy. We can't be shooting the basketball like that, bro. Yeah, you know what? We might we might see a married couple the way this motherfucker shoot it. Oh my God. It is such a Friday, man. It is a Friday. Why Giddy shoot the ball like that, bro? What's wrong with him? Oh my God. And Donovan Mitchell was frying them in the first quarter. That was the funniest shit too. Donovan Mitchell was frying their shit that first quarter. Oh man. Oh. Wait, what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? What just happened? Why did you just say, hold on? What you mean a flight emote? What flight emote? What's his emote? Bro, you about to have me doing some dumb shit. You want me to bark at some dumb shit? No. This what you want? 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 Right after the Giddy shot. That's what you want? You're bugging. You're bugging. Not after a motherfucker said I subscribed. Agent did it. She just hit a game winner. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. So it's only right. They just uploaded the first and second team on the W YouTube as shorts, huh? I'm curious how that looks. How did they do that as a short? I see. Hey.
Nafisa Collier showing off her skill.
Hey, they better not give me no copyright on this shit.
When you're guarding an Olympian, WNBA champion, 3-time MVP, all that, and Asia Wilson just continues to add to the triple-double stat sheet.
Thomas, get into the cup, and there it is.
Alicia Gray just keeps getting better and better. She's the player who will make plays at the right time.
The quickness, the shiftiness, the craftiness. We are seeing the full arsenal of Kelsey Mitchell's game.
We wasn't trying to talk about Giddy. He just did some flagrant shit. That's fire. That's a fire edit. I like that edit. That's a pretty good edit. I like that. I like that a lot. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit, W. Good shit, W. Good shit. The game is later tonight, right? Game 4. What do you guys think? You guys think this y'all think the series is over? What y'all think? What y'all think, man? Y'all think the series is over, y'all? I think the series is over today. What y'all think? Let's see. 4 lefties in the first. Oh, I didn't even realize that. I got. Yeah, it's a wrap. Oh, it's curtains. It's curtains. Yeah, we gonna bring the. We gonna bring out. Hey, I gotta pull this out every time. I gotta bring this out every time, dog. Cause hey, shout out to my people.
You picked him in 6. Actually, who's gonna be right? What'd you pick? 5, yeah.
She's actually going to be the one that's right. Now.
Why you bring that up? Why you bring that up?
So you didn't bring that up for? You didn't enjoy Kawhi.
Wait, you didn't have the thing?
Against Max in there, head coach. Paul George is my little brother.
Wallace!
Lance is my guy. I love you, Iggy.
Hey.
Elmo's, Capital Grill.
Wallace, baby, Wallace. Shout out the Philippines, bro. Shout out my Filipinos out there. Shout out Jalen Rose for always showing love. What even is a Mercury? They make their mascot a measuring unit. They deserve to lose. See? Oh my God, bro. They deserve to lose is crazy. Inside the NBA gonna be in the finals? Is that confirmed? But it's not gonna be the same cast. Let's see. 20 days during the 25 pregame. Cause Phoenix is hot, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I saw a schedule of Inside. Excited to see that. Yeah, I'm here. Let's take a look at this together real quick. This is when they'll be on. Shows in all media, leading role in NBA coverage. Same squad. Hey, I'm in. Duh, they are. You can't be inside the NBA but not be in the NBA finals. They haven't been in the NBA finals. What you talking about? They haven't done the finals. Not on TNT, they haven't done the finals. They don't do the finals because they haven't done the finals, right? Yeah, they haven't been doing the finals, so that's a W. That's a W. W. Big W. Big W. What else we got?
Your head coach.
What else we got? Hey, is anyone else? I might be the only one on here. Y'all could tell me. Is anyone else pissed off watching their team play in preseason? Bro. Yo, I'm telling you, Miles Bridges is gonna get me to put a hole in one of my walls, bro. I swear to God. Jokic was in the NBA finals and was on Inside the NBA. Really? I don't remember that. He was. I could have sworn they weren't doing coverage for Inside for the NBA finals. Pull up the video. Here, let's look it up. Bro, I don't think they'd be in the finals. This was NBA TV. I don't know if they'd be in the finals. I don't know if that's accurate, bro. I think they interviewed them in like the conference finals before going into the finals, but I don't think they've covered the finals. I think they end during the conference finals. I swear to God. No, because it's preseason, coaches figuring out lineups and sets. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's cool for you, but Hey, listen, I must just be a pessimistic ass fan because Miles Bridges is pissing me off. I know. Find the video. I mean, you could be right. I'm just wondering. I could have sworn they've always signed off like early before the finals goes. But here. Hey, you know what I will say? You know what I will say this though. It feels like Anthony Edwards is really working on this mid-range shit. And where was this McCall play? That was fucking bro. Like, there's just no way, bro. The video is the video from the live. Listen, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I be blacked out sometimes. I be blacked out like Mikal Bridges is on this play. You have to be an NBA player to play in the NBA font. All right, we're just moving on from this guy right now, bro.
A nice piece to the game.
Bro, this motherfucker on one today.
Thus far.
Yo, what is he doing?
Point Nick.
What are we doing
DiVincenzo
over here,
swings
bro?
it to Randall. Wide open three, and he ties the game.
But I will say, I'm seeing Anthony Edwards try to
The
hit
items
this
you
post,
own are as
try to hit
unique
this
as
post
you
up
are.
a lot more.
That's why Mayflower's new virtual
No, we don't
survey
give a
makes
fuck.
Continuity
Hey, I'm gonna
by
be
the
for
T-Wolves.
real. We do not give a
Brunson
fuck.
steps around
Look,
Randall.
give it
Got
go.
it back from Town.
But hey, I wanna. Where's
Corner
where's Aaron?
Steelers. DiVincenzo for the
Where the fuck is
rebound, and
Anthony
you say
Edwards?
nailed it.
I want to give him
guys.
credit though, because there's a thing where players work on something, right? But sometimes you don't see it in the actual game. And
Knicks have gone cold
if there was a time to experiment,
from three.
It
They're
would
3
be
out of
right
22. As Edwards.
and I think it'll be a great thing for him when he has smaller players on him to try to get better shots. And this is
I
just
think 2 minutes
egregious,
were
bro.
bad shots aside from end of the shot clock efforts.
I just like the patience that he's showing at the moment. It really looks like he's really worked on his game this offseason. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Shot clock.
Cat, what are we doing? What are
Is
we
off
doing?
here. Edwards splits a double team and scores around
Who else
2.
is a baldy in the league, actually? That's a good question. That's a good question. But like his baldy almost looked like a midlife crisis baldy. like there's something going on. Like his family need to start checking on him type shit. Look at this. Look at this absolute highlight from Rudy.
Yeah, Vince's Bridges. It says he hasn't maybe learned a ton yet because of Josh Hart's inavailability. As Towns forced the steal, spins to the front court. It's
Oh, Rudy. What are we doing? Yeah, no, man. I love my Knicks, but like, what are those guys doing? They were talking about. I seen a quote earlier. It was speaking of Rudy Gobert. I seen a quote earlier, and it was saying, Rudy Gobert is coming in. He's in great shape. He looks great. Da 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 da. But then the statement ends with, "But he is good. He is looking a little older." Like, bro, how you telling me he's coming in phenomenal shape? He looks great, but he looks older. Like, that to me just don't make sense. But hey, maybe I'm just like, bro. Let me go back on this one. But I'm excited for the year, man. I told y'all I'm so excited for the season. I was watching the 2004 the 2004 Lakers go against the Pistons. Which, by the way, let's get to that. I love Kobe and Shaq. I love and Elijah. Looks like he shaved his head while watching himself cry in the mirror. That's diabolical. I hate I hate when people cry on the internet. I have no problems with crying. I hate when people cry on the internet because that means you had to be crying. Pick up your phone, go to your camera app, hit record, and continue crying. See, like that entire process sounds nuts to me. I hate when people be crying on the internet. But you be cooking the WNBA all the time, Elijah. You be cooking the WNBA all the time. I was watching the 2004 Lakers go against the Detroit Pistons, and I swear on everything, they were doing their best WNBA impression. Dog, the end of the first quarter. Let me pull this up. Bro, the end of the first quarter, or here, not even the first quarter. The end of the first half was 41-40 in an NBA Finals game. In the NBA Finals game, it was 41-40. And we're not gonna dwell on Carmelo nasty ass, but that 40-year-old was out there playing 32 minutes of fucking game. No wonder they lost. No wonder they lost. We can cook the league. Come on, I'm ready. Oh yeah, get ready. See, why are you moaning? Why? Like, why are you moaning? But really, the reason I even watched this game was because I saw a clip from this interview, the Kobe Shaq sit down, and I always remember this one part where Kobe was talking about this Detroit Pistons series and why they lost, which is why I ended up going back to watch. So let's take a look at what Kobe said. We done with the 90s. Well, this is the 2000s, bro.
On the Pistons thing, that's my fault because I didn't get us prepared to run our automatics. I didn't get Gary, I didn't get Carl, I didn't get the new guys on board enough to be able to execute properly. And we got to Detroit and it forced us to play our offense 94 feet and we weren't ready. And we couldn't do it and everything just capitulated from there. And that sits with me.
Capitulated might be another one, Elijah. You peep that? He said capitulated. That might be one right there.
Because we should have won that.
Easily.
Yep.
Ben Wallace guarding me.
That's ridiculous. See, what they did, the whole strategy was move the pressure up.
Yeah.
If you move the pressure up, it takes away Shaquille as a threat because now they have to harbor the ball up the court with pressure on the perimeter. So now that forces Shaq up. So now if he has to catch the ball at the top of the key for our automatics, he's not in the paint. Now that takes up all the seconds, all the time in the world to be able to trap him. Now you got to swing it. Now you're running late on clock. You got to force up a shot. And that was their whole plan.
And it sounds so simple. That wasn't a moan. That was a cry, Jason. It wasn't all God. Hey, whatever the fuck you doing. Hey, hey, listen, bro. Hey, whatever you doing, bro, whatever you doing is what you doing. We done with the 90s, 2000s. But what Kobe said there, right? Because we talk about tactics and strategy on this channel a lot, right? We talk about positioning. We talk about movement. And the first thing that I wanted to bring up when it came to this series was Derek Fisher was injured. He strained his MCL, and I believe Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. So he was not 100%. Gary Payton was their starter, even though even though Derek Fisher was finishing games and he was 35 at the time. Let me double check how old he actually was. Let's see right here. Gary Payton was 35 and Karl Malone was 40. And I was just curious to see if, what Kobe was talking about, right? With this whole strategy of trying to keep them, as far away from the basket as possible, essentially, and force their offense to start higher. And what do you know? That's I capitulated LeBron. His powers were too much. I don't think that's how you spell that, bro. Here, I got you. Let's see. Here, I got you, family. Capitulate is spelled Capitulate. I got you, bro. And it means cease to resist an opponent or an unwelcome demand to surrender. And again, let's take a look at this because I was just really curious how this actually played out. And you can see Chauncey Billups is picking up Gary Payton in pretty much full court. Tayshaun Prince, especially as time was going on, was picking up Kobe essentially at half court. And so they really did try to push their offense up higher to try to take Shaq out of the game. Jason Tatum too. Him and Jaylen Brown made me want to trade Kyle and Fred. It'd be like that.
High school, and one reason he's had a fast ascension, he's in only his second.
Look at the disrespect. And really, like, watching this, I'm like, damn, if y'all would have just had your team from last year, even though that team lost to the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals, they would have beat the fuck out of this Pistons team if they would have just had Robert Horry at the 4 and started Derek Fisher. All they were really missing was shooting, because look at this.
He's one of the few guys now who's played 4 years of college ball.
Yeah, and that helps.
And Karl Malone just is not the player that he used to be.
A lot of guys who have played 2 and 3 years.
They
but
had
Rip Hamilton
absolutely
again
no spacing. Mind
that
you,
entire
Shaq
play.
still had a pretty good
drawing
game
so much
one.
attention now from the Lakers that he's going
But
to
this was essentially how the game was going. Kobe was taking some really, really bad shots. Shaq was still getting his opportunities. Honestly, that whole narrative that Ben Wallace stopped him was some bullshit, because anytime they were in one-on-one, he was cooking his shit. The onus is on Jason to make sure when I capitulate, I spell everything correctly. Why is it every time you use these words, it sounds like a pause? Like, why? Every time you've used these words, it sounds like somebody needs to be pausing you. Hey, man, I'm just here to help. But the funny thing is, because they were talking about during this game how Kobe wanted this Rip Hamilton matchup. And he did a great job on Rip Hamilton. It really did feel like, though, Kobe should have been guarding Chauncey. Derek Fisher should have been on Rip Hamilton, and they probably would have matched up way better in the long run. And would have had a much better shooter on the floor, because Chauncey was dogging Gary Payton. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, as great as Gary Payton was on defense in his prime, he was kind of getting dogged in his later years, man. I'm not going to lie. He really was, bro. He was kind of getting dogged in his later years. But this got me to think, because, the Warriors always talk about how they think they would have beat the Lakers. And seeing how the Lakers couldn't adjust to something like this with the Detroit Pistons pushing their offense up, the way the Warriors play, it really does make you wonder if they could have taken this team out in a 7-game series, or if they would have been able to figure out, especially when it's something that they've never seen before. obviously I was talking about the roster and their personnel earlier, and just I don't think not being up to par and not having what they needed. But when you start thinking about strategy and tactics, it really does become it does become a little sketchy. It does become a little sketchy. I'm not gonna lie to you, because how are you gonna deal with the Warriors movement with Steph and all of those guys? Especially if we're thinking about the Steph Curry with Kevin Durant. This is what we used to watch. Yo, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, yo, this is what we used to watch. 10 people under the 3-point line versus what we see today. And the few times, or was it? Was it the second half? Was it the start of the third? Let me see. So we know they have nobody for Shaq. Do they have anyone for Kobe? What I'm saying, Elijah, is the Detroit Pistons simply simply forcing their offense to start higher, right? That's all the Detroit Pistons really did. Ben Wallace realistically was not stopping Shaq. And if all they had to do was push their offense higher by pressuring, Gary Payton at the time or Derek Fisher, that resulted in Kobe only averaging, 22.6 points per game in that series. I get that Kobe is Kobe. Right? Kobe is Kobe, and he obviously learned from this experience, which is why he was able to win his championships later on. But in that time, you didn't necessarily need an answer for Kobe. You just needed to be able to slow them down. And they had a Tayshaun Prince. The Warriors have an Andre Iguodala. Right? The Detroit Pistons had a Draymond Green. The Warriors had who? They had a Draymond or a Bogut to just throw at him. Because again, I think the Detroit Pistons knew that they had no answer for Kobe. As great of a defender as Tayshaun Prince was, he wasn't an answer to Kobe. As great of a defender Ben Wallace was, he was not an answer to Kobe. But again, if all they have to do to disrupt their offense is to force their offense to start higher, force Derek Fisher and Gary Payton to start the offense from around the half court. What you see time and again here, let me try to find an example of it actually. What we saw time and again in this game was... Here, let me try to find a scenario. Hold on. I'm trying to find a scenario right now. Because anytime Shaq got a touch pretty close to the rim, he pretty much scored. The onus would be on the players to execute Steve Kerr's plans splendidly to beat those Lakers. You got like a English final you working on or some shit? Here, I think this is a pretty good example right here.
Is having his off-the-court problems. Shaq's unhappy. Phil Jackson's not getting signed again. And I thought that
they're just trying to force their offense to start a lot higher. Right? Trying to push Shaq out. Trying to push him out.
Because,
right? If he catches it down here, it's pretty much over.
They are playing in a final game.
But being further out, he has to look for options. He doesn't dribble the
We haven't even
basketball
talked
right
about
away.
Gary Payton, who just picked up his second foul, and that's why Fisher's in the game.
And it's very simple, right? It's very simple. Obviously, it's easier said than done. But I do think, ironically enough, that the Warriors they at least had the personnel to be able to deal with this team. And obviously Shaq and Kobe are still gonna do their thing, right? Kobe was hitting some unbelievable shots, like some absolutely unbelievable shots. But they really slowed this offense down a lot. Yeah, let's take a look at this other play.
Layup and didn't come close.
No, that's one.
Everyone's getting back on defense.
Has to catch it, go straight up and dunk. And again, that's a 2-point opportunity.
Look, they're not letting.
Where Ben
And it's
Wallace has
something
to
as
catch
simple
it,
as this,
go
right?
straight up
And this was a pretty good adjustment in this first game that they started making. Karl Malone started flashing to the free throw line more. Kobe would either back cut or get a high pick and roll. I think honestly, realistically, if they would have had a shooter instead, Kobe should have been the one flashing over here. And he would have created some havoc in the middle of the floor.
dunk.
But just something as simple as don't give him a free line to get to that spot.
That
right? There's a massive difference between catching the ball right here or a little bit lower.
Detroit should have had, and they didn't get.
And they just do a great job of not conceding space, right? We talk about that all the time. Look, they're trying to fight Shaq on this.
On the 24.
They wall up.
Malone has to put it up.
Karl Malone didn't get a bucket until like the 4-minute mark in the third quarter. So, I say all this to say, I think as we've seen, right, with all of these super teams and all of these great players, there really is a way to beat everyone. And it's not done individually, right? I think that's the real main part of what I was watching with all of this. Individually, the Pistons do have great defenders, right? You have a Tayshaun Prince, a Ben Wallace, a Chauncey Billups, and a Rasheed Wallace. And Rasheed really unlocked the full potential for this team defensively, because Ben Wallace was a great defender and was a great shot blocker, but I really thought he was a really great roamer. And allowing him, it's not as, you don't see it as much in this series because of the Shaq matchup, but allowing him to roam and Rasheed Wallace could rotate and protect the rim was a massive advantage for the Detroit Pistons, right? Because you have a 7-footer that's essentially the back line of your defense if Ben Wallace isn't there. And then on offense, he could stretch the floor. So I think this Detroit Pistons was really underrated. I mean, forcing a team that has Shaq and Kobe to 41 points and a half is really, really impressive. But I swear, they were doing their best WNBA impression in this game, man. I swear to God. They got me stuck watching this game. And you know what's funny too, in watching this, Chauncey was super disciplined. We talk about that all the time here, being a disciplined basketball player, not forcing things all the time, right? And I think that in this series especially, Chauncey was just a great floor general, right? To be able to score, dictate the pace, defend, just do everything that he needed to control this game. And kudos to him. That's why he got a head coaching job. That's why he has a head coaching job. Dude is phenomenal. Let's see. Is there anything else we got going on today, man? Yeah, I don't know about you, Elijah. I'm scared to go back on Reddit. I'm scared to go back on Reddit, but fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck is this guy? What is this guy on about? Let's see.
LeBron's going to be watching this team while he's out. And if while he is out, they are struggling, that could lead to the next step that we could see at some point this season where we remember what Shams was told by Rich Paul, that the Lakers, Rich and LeBron, they'll be watching every move because the priority at this stage is to win.
Right.
If they're not winning, maybe he's going to have to go elsewhere to find that winning combination.
Whoa, okay. Well,
LeBron's going to be watching this team while he's out. And if while he is out, they are struggling, that could lead to the next step.
This guy's on some bullshit. I'm like, you really think Bron will ask for a trade? It's just it's not happening, bro. If anything was gonna happen, it would have been to the Warriors. I couldn't imagine him going to any other team. A brother of Denver Nuggets star Nikola Jokic pleaded guilty to trespassing and disorderly conduct Friday in connection with a viral game day fight at Ball Arena last year. Strahina Jokic, 43, was sentenced to a year probation on misdemeanor and petty offenses. Is the thing? What the heck is the thing LeBron got? Wait, what? What you talking about? Oh, sciatica. Let's see. Sciatica happens when irritation, inflammation, pinching, or compression affects one or more nerves that run down your lower back and into your legs. It's usually not a serious or dangerous condition, and most people with sciatica get better on their own with time and self-care treatments, but severe cases may need surgery. Is this right here? Three to 4 weeks. Yeah, that sounds absurd. Kendrick Perkins, at the end of the season, I feel like this should be LeBron's last season and he should really retire after this season. It's nothing more for him to accomplish. He accomplished everything.
Hey y'all, Perk here. Look, I'm not the doctor, and I'm damn sure not a golfer, okay? But I was a former athlete, and we talk about father.
Sciatica sound like it could be treated with one of those over-the-counter drugs can fix.
All the time.
Papa Tylenol.
And Father Time is here. We've heard LeBron talk about, hey, when the time is near, they're going to sit down with his family. He's even going to talk to the word love, right? And
the one
see
with
if
the
it's still
grandparents
there.
their grandkids.
But his body is saying, listen to me. This is what 3 straight years in a row that LeBron James has dealt with injuries that have kept him sidelined, maybe 4. His body is telling them, hey, I've been good to you. It's time for you to be good to me. It's time to shut it down. Not right now. But
LeBron's retirement, that's why he was able to throw his nose.
at the end of this season, I feel like this should be LeBron's last season and he should really retire after this season. It's nothing more for him to accomplish. He accomplished everything. He's probably the all-time leader in every single thing. He's in the GOAT conversation. He's 41 years of age, and his body right now is telling him, hey, brother, be good to me. I need it. Hey, y'all. Perk here.
That hey, y'all. Hey, him and Giddy.
Look, I'm not.
Hold on. Look at this by Perk.
Hey, y'all. Perk here. Look,
Ooh, don't say Tylenol. Trigger warning for some people. Hey, man. Would you rather have an offensive engine who averages 8 assists and 4 turnovers, or one who averages 6 assists and 2 turnovers? Assists aren't a perfect measure of playmaking prowess, but let's assume that each player's assists are equal value, but one player has a couple more games at the cost of a couple more turnovers. Hold all things equal, scoring, gravity, defense. Let's see. I got something for his ass. Hey, y'all. Listen. And this is why, no. Listen right here. And I love Steph Curry. Steph Curry averages 6.4 assists and 3.1 turnovers for his entire career. Yeah, them turnovers, listen, turnovers are not great. Turnovers are not great. Great players turn the ball over. Especially guys like Steph who are very creative. Jason Kidd used to turn the ball, like he used to turn that ball over like a motherfucker. Steve Nash used to turn the ball over too. Like Jason Kidd, I think, was a lot worse at it, but it happens. I don't like turnovers either, but listen, 6 and 3, you are the best point guard of all time. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, all this noise about, yeah, I get what they're trying to say. People typically do not average 4 turnovers a game. That's just not a real number. Like, guys typically don't average that many turnovers a game.
Shams, what more can you tell us about when this injury actually occurred?
Malika, my understanding is this injury for LeBron, this nerve issue, first occurred in late July, early August during an on-court workout. So it's now 2.5 months and counting that he's had to deal with it and manage it. So even before the Lakers media day on September 29th and the start of training camp, I'm told LeBron James had not done much basketball for well over a month prior to that. So it hasn't been a normal.
I was coached 3-1. Yeah, no, I get it, but when you Steph Curry level, you could be 2-1. Mental we don't want to get into that right now. Is this a full video?
So 5 from Mitchell, 4 from Mobley. Those are the 9 points here so far.
Not safe for work. Yeah, I don't know about that. Most different opening day to postseason roster. What? A Blue Chew ad. I am fucking weak. Tyrese and Tyus are great examples of overplaying, but guys like Russ and Steph, I'ma still take. That's what I'm saying. Listen, like everyone talks about the Jeremy Lin, like the Linsanity. That guy, he might have been the only one actually averaging 4 turnovers a game. You know what I'm saying? After the Heat were prepared to make an offer that did not include Bam Adebayo, according to a source. The Heat has remained interested in trying to acquire Bucks star Giannis, but he never seriously considered any team except the Knicks this past offseason. ESPN Shams Charania reported Tuesday. We covered that Knicks part already. Yeah, who cares? Dennis Rodman and Jean-Claude Van Damme. Wow, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Kaz Yakachunas, Khalil Ware, and Myron Gordon. Yakachunas to the paint. Nice! And the Spurs' 12th tray of the night. They're up fans. 4 on the shot clock.
Great pass. What? That's a great pass.
Yakachunas.
Hell no,
it got 4 on the shot clock. It got Yakachunas. Nice setup.
See, that's overpassing. This is great. That's overpassing. This right here, right? You did the hard part. Like, we need to practice taking a shot in this situation. I get Khalil Ware obviously has the size advantage, but I would like for him to try to take a shot in this scenario, or look for a shot at least over time.
Nice setup. Has not been as effective.
Good pocket pass.
Steal.
See, I like that pass way more than the other pass.
Steal.
The timing on the cut was also just much better. It was delayed.
3-on-1 break turns into a 1-on-none.
He passing the shit out that ball. Excuse me. Do per 100 stats adjust for per 48 or just pace? In other words, does the formula assume someone like Manu plays as many minutes as James Harden, or does it account for the per game production? Wait. I don't mean to objectify, but I would like to apologize and say I was not familiar with Kanile Brown's game from the Phoenix Mercury. She looked good. Like, bro is on the meanest Friday vibe, bro. Meanest Friday vibe. First of all, her name is Kalani Brown. That sounds like Kanalia. What the fuck is this guy saying? I don't love the per 100, the per 100, because there's a reason there's a reason some of y'all aren't getting the minutes. Like, it just is what it is. Throw is meant to the form game. Second incident 2021.
And just simply tried to discard him.
Yeah, don't be mad that I put you in the hole.
Yeah.
Ride him, cowboy, says Metu. And this is the little bit of nastiness that is the Grizzlies. And you remember this, regardless how this game.
Morant, Valanciunas, express yourself, Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, he been a dirty player. That's not new. Every player to break the 3-point record. Broke the previous record of 0 because that was the season. Like, what? We're counting zeros? Bro. Like, what? What is the point of this list? They had a shorter 3-point line in those years. Also, thought it was longer than this, but here's every player that has ever broken Ray Allen's 269. Luka, Dante DiVincenzo, Paul George, Malik Beasley, Anthony Edwards, Duncan Robinson, Lillard, Harden, Clay. He owed Steph Curry 10 times. Bro, this is crazy. That everyone just started going nuts ever since then. That's absolutely absurd. 1986 NBA West Finals, Game 5. Hakeem gets ejected for fighting. Ralph Sampson hits an off-balance game-winning shot at the buzzer. Dog, we are not doing this. Let's see this. Damn, he got into that photo hella quick. He must have not had time. Jackie Chan, the GOAT. Hey, I feel like Book would get a lot of love in China because of the Kobe love. I feel like Devin gets some of that love. You know what's funny? Elijah? You know how we was talking about and I this is something I'd even mentioned even before. We were talking about I feel like Anthony Edwards needs to put himself in the MVP conversation. It's crazy that we have never looked at Devin Booker like that. As good as Devin Booker is, we have never looked at him like, you need to take that step. I feel like I was the only one that was like, bro, you are talented enough, but you know, it's just not the case. Lastly, Fitzgerald and Chris Tucker taking pictures with Book is cool. Who? Fitzgerald, who? What? What is this?
To the Euro League
Low light.
Championship this past season. Good on-ball defense by Jordan Goodwin.
Yeah,
Gets it
I
out
mean,
of the hands.
isn't it crazy though? Because he's a really good player. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he's a bad player. Like he's a very good player. It's just, I don't know.
Sun swarming defense, a double team trap.
Larry Fitzgerald, I see.
Pass up top. Fleming couldn't get the finish though. Wolf on the push.
That is just a terrible sequence. Has never called team of Doc Rivers on Giannis to New York. ESPN trade rumor. Bucks GM John Horst has never called a team about Giannis. I've been coaching 27 years, and I know 30 of 30 teams call each other and say, "Hey, would you like to trade Chris Paul?" And you say no. That does not constitute a conversation. Alrighty. But somehow all of Doc Rivers' conversations end up into coaching jobs, right? All right. You see what you're doing. All right. I mean, they just got some bullshit on there now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's see. I think that's doing it for me for today, man. It's the preseason, y'all. Here, let me check. Let me make sure there's nothing else on Twitter. It's the weekend, y'all. Eric Spoelstra to be the next Team USA coach via ESPN. Ooh. Hey, I can tell you one thing. He would have played Jayson Tatum. He would have played Tatum for sure. He would have played Jayson Tatum. I like that pick. I like that pick a lot. Are there other potential candidates? Yeah, but I think he's been coaching for a long time. He's got a lot of players' respects. It's a pretty good choice, if you ask me. He's one of, I like Spo as a coach. So that's a pretty good pick. I do think they need to make these decisions with the idea of how are we going to convince a Tatum, a Brown to come back, or for Tatum to come back and for Brown to join. That would be the question for me. If I'm Team USA, I think the younger guys will be a little bit easier, but Tatum is going to be a massive domino. And I think he's going to have to be a name that you bring on this team for experience, for leadership, for all of those things, aside from what he does on the basketball court. And you would think, right, Tatum is going to be better by then. So, and he's dunking already, like 150 days after his torn Achilles. So that would be my take on that. But I think that's going to do it for us for today, man. The onus is on Eric Spoelstra to make sure our team is constitutional. I could give a fuck whether that team constitutional. They better whoop some ass. They better whoop some ass. But, hey, man, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you guys. Y'all are the GOATs. Thank you guys. I really, really appreciate it. Elijah, you're the GOAT. Elijah, the GOAT. Elijah the GOAT. But shout out Bruce. Shout out Tulip Plays. Shout out everybody, man. Shout out everybody. Hey, tune into the game for Derpy for his high school game. It's at 7 p.m. I believe, 7 p.m. Eastern, so it should be like in an hour. But tune in, show some support, show some love to Derpy. I got you. I did it for you though. I did it for you, bro. I did it for you. But I'm gonna try to get on Monday. We'll see if I do. We'll see if I get on. If I get on Monday, it will be early. But we'll see. But we'll be back to the regularly scheduled program. Wednesday. I'll probably do a really long live Wednesday, if anything, or we'll just kick it or some shit. Today, what drop stream? What you mean? What you mean? What drop stream? But I don't know. We'll see, because it's the preseason right now. We can't keep covering. Oh, here. I don't think he has a stream, but he's doing the stats for a local. He's doing stats for a local team. Let me try to find it actually. Here, I looked them up here. Where the fuck is it? Here, let me see. Was it the W? Here, you know what? We'll pull up the last stream. He said it at some point. Let's see. I think it was actually Monday. Actually, I think it was Monday. Let me check the Monday stream. I think it's actually on Monday. Because it doesn't pull up the... Oh, here. WKBN News. WKBN.com. They have a game of the night tonight. I'm trying to see Derpy, that's why. But you can also hit him with a follow. I know he'd be going live as well too. Let's see. Where is the game of the week? Oh, here. Is it this one? I don't remember if it was this one. Oh, it's this game. Right here. WKBN.com. Game of the week. Yep. WKBN. And he said they haven't beat them yet. He does the stats for Gerard. And they're playing against Poland, and Poland been beating that ass. So it's a big game. I'm hoping to see him on there. I'll check it out. I'll tune in. The WNBA game is tonight as well too. We already got the Aces winning, so let's see if that happens. But Thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate y'all. Before I get out of here, man, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you have not done so already. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you guys, man. Y'all could have been anywhere on the internet, but y'all were here with me, and I appreciate y'all for that. So thank you so much. I will see y'all back here next week. Y'all have a great weekend. Enjoy. Have fun. Go get lit. Elijah, stay lit. I'll see y'all later, man. Peace out. Y'all have a good one. Peace.